Hi, this is Tanya from Tanya Love Buddha. I keep going to say Love Buddha Tarot. I've just been called to come on tonight. Sorry about the lighting. I hope you can hear me okay. I'll just wait for some people to come on and then I can check so that I don't just go on and nobody's there or you can't hear me. Mercury retrograde has been basically kicked my ass this week. It's my computer's broke. I'm on another computer. Everything has just gone off, everything mechanical. So as people are coming in, can you start to tell me if you can hear me? Because like I say, Mercury retrograde is really having a go at me this week. So if you're there, can you let me know, please, just before I carry on? So this is for the Libra new moon. Very powerful moon, I feel. This is going to, whatever's happening around this is going to play out in about 6 months' time, I feel. So yeah, let me know if you can hear me. I can see there's people in the room there, so please let me know if you can hear me, and then I will start with the readings. So nobody's letting me know. I kind of tell this myself. So God, honestly, I'm ready just to quit the whole lot. I really am at the minute. It's just, this week has been so testing. So please, the people that are in the room, if you can hear me, could you just let me know in the chat, and then I can carry on with the reading. Because if nobody lets me know, then I'll have the Saturday night to myself. Come on, man, please. What's wrong with people? Yeah. If you're in the room, can you just let me know if you can hear me? It feels like a seance here. Yay, small wildflowers. Thank you. Can you hear me okay? Yeah. Like I say, I've had a right nightmare with Mercury retrograde at the minute. And it's just like, yeah, this last couple of weeks have been so frustrating, so testing as well. But hi, Sarah, you can hear as well. Great. Right. Okay. Then I can get started. Right, okay, so this is a different computer. My computer is in, seeing if it can get fixed. I might have lost all of my work, but if I have, then there's always a reason for it. So I just want to go in with the Libra new moon energies. The Libra new moon is tomorrow. As I said, if nobody was in the room there, I feel what is happening currently will play out within the next 6 months, okay? So it's like I say, see what's coming up for you as well. And you know, this is a biggie. We're in very strange times at this moment, very strange times. So I just want to go in with what I'm picking up psychically and what I'm being told before I go in with the cards. Now, this Libra new moon is all about relationships, I feel, okay? This isn't just relationships with other people, it's the relationship that we have with ourselves. And what it's asking us to do, or what I'm being told here, is to look at where the chinks are in our armor, okay? Look at the people who are in our life who are a constant source of irritation, of stress. Okay, like I say, this is relationships. It could be working relationships, romantic relationships, family relationships, whatever. Anybody who is coming in and it's just, every time you have something to do with them, you know, there's this irritation there. And it's saying to you, you don't have to have this, okay? First of all, I would say, look at what is irritating you about them and try and see where is that in you, because a lot of times when somebody irritates us, that is where we kind of, you know, it's a part of ourselves that we don't want to own. And this Libra new moon is asking us to bring everything into balance, okay? This last year has been absolutely insane. And it's asking us to try and recalibrate, try and bring ourselves back into who we truly are, into a space of peace, and into a space of harmony and balance within ourselves and within our environment. Now, what this is saying here is that a lot of the things that will be coming up this 2 weeks, this next 2 weeks, they're saying, will really, really run deep. Okay, so this is stuff that we might not have addressed before, but it's coming up because it wants to be cleared. Okay, so you might have to start and dig in order to bring this balance in. Remember, Libra is about truth, it's like the scales, it's justice as well. And if we are out of alignment in any way, it's going to show, and it's going to have a knock-on effect in a different way as well. Now, this is quite interesting what they're telling me to talk about here, because it was something I didn't want to mention, but when they say I've got to talk about it, I've got to. So when they're talking about this alignment and things like that, so I have a problem at the moment. I have a few vertebrae kind of not doing what they should at the top of my neck. What's happening with that is it's actually playing out on my hips. So my hips have seized and it's causing quite a lot of pain. I did go to see about this, so it's all the compensation for it. And this is quite hard to actually say this. I didn't think I was going to come on here and say it, but I've got to share. So I did go and see a professional about this, okay? I did. I went to see the professional. It was like, look, I kind of need some help with this. I know kind of where it's on. The person was cool at first. They said some things in the beginning that I was like, yeah, why do you need that? They were talking about consent. They were all of this. And I was just like, yeah, just get on and fix me, please. During that session with the professional, I was assaulted. I wasn't even sure at the time. It was very, very bizarre. Now, the physical aspect, I'm fine with. Do you know what I mean? It's like I say, it's that I'm cool with. What kept playing over in my mind when I left was the way this person had manipulated me from the second I went into the door to think that this was okay. Now, this is coming up. I don't know why they're making me say this, but what they're saying to me is that this is about us thinking, okay? When we are in a relationship with a professional or something like that, when we are out of alignment in ourselves, then we can't make proper judgment, they're saying, okay? So this is about asking us to look at what it is we don't want to see. That's what they're saying. You know, is there stuff in our mind or stuff that is going on within our lives with other people as well that are there that we know isn't right, but because of the way the people are talking about it, or because it's just done quite nonchalantly, we are trying to dismiss it, even though we have that little niggling doubt that it is off. Okay, so this is where it's asking us to bring the balance in. Are we getting what we are expecting? Are we getting back what we are given? And you know, what is it that's playing on your mind? This is what they're asking us to ask. And I apologize for this. I didn't think I was going to come on and talk in this way. They're asking us, what is the little niggle in your mind that you know isn't off, but then you're talking yourself out of it because somebody else might have talked you out of it? Is this making sense? So there is something that's a little bit smoke and mirrors, something that is an illusion, something that is kind of somebody is offering you something, but they're taking more in the process. Now, you know, this won't be for everybody, but this is a strong message that is coming through saying, please protect your energy, protect your body, and protect your mind, because it's somebody is abusing that in some way, or abusing your trust. That's what it is, abusing your trust. Now, what they're saying is, this could go back a long, long way, where you are not aware that this is actually not okay, because this might have happened many times. You might not be aware of it, but somebody here, if there is this little nagging voice in your head saying that something isn't right, okay, if something isn't right, it's wrong. And if somebody is doing wrong to you, then you have a right to say something about that. Okay. Right, is there anything more they want to say about this? Because this is quite an interesting thing. They're saying what is being said is not being said with love, and you're trying to look in all different directions to see that this is okay, or to see that you are the one that is playing these tricks in your mind, when really this little nagging voice is actually trying to tell you something. Okay, please listen to it. Please listen to this little nagging voice, because they're saying what it has to say, it might even be earth-shattering. Okay, it might even be earth-shattering, but it needs to be said. Okay, I hope this is making sense to somebody, because it's really it's very, very strong what is coming here. Now, what they're saying is there could be other people involved in this as well, and you might not want to make a fuss, or you might not want to upset the apple cart or something like that. Whereas what they're saying here is that you need to speak up, and you need to speak out loud about what has happened here. I hope this makes sense. I'm going to go off what they're saying here, because they're taking me down a rabbit hole that I really, really don't want to go down. I don't feel comfortable actually going down with what they're saying. Okay, I hope this has made sense to somebody, because that is something that's very strong and very important at this moment in time. I'm going to go back to what I was picking up rather than before they hijacked there, but I'm not comfortable saying that. So this is hitting home to you, Susie. Yeah, thank you for that. Like I say, there's something. This could have been years ago, as I said. There's some deep stuff coming up. Okay, and they still keep taking me down this route. I really apologize for this. I'm going to try and carry on and hope that they stop, because this isn't what I wanted to come on here and say. I didn't want to talk about my stuff. I didn't want to talk. This is something I'm dealing with in my own way. So what I'm getting here is they're asking you to be rooted. They're asking you to be grounded within this time. Okay, they're saying, can you take a stance? Can you actually stand and take a stance, even if this is going against the flow? It's going against the status quo. Okay, what they're saying here is that you are not here to people please. Okay, you are not here to keep the peace, because sometimes when you're keeping the peace, you are actually causing a war within yourself. What they're saying is there are people there are people to hold you, there are people to support you within this, whatever is happening, okay, over the next coming weeks. There are people you can share this with. And also, sorry about this, they're taking me real places that I didn't want to go with this. This has taken us down the rabbit hole. Okay, we're going to go down the rabbit hole with this. There isn't anything else that I can say. try and stay balanced with whatever is coming through. Okay, whatever is coming through for you, try and keep your balance with this, because it is going to show you. Okay, it's going to show you where you have been off balance. So there might be little things that have happened that you have dismissed, okay, thought you were stupid, thought you were imagining them, and things like that. But what they're saying is this is kind of the stone in your shoe. If you're wondering why you can't get to where you want to get to, then this is the little niggle. And this is what they're wanting you to actually remove at this moment in time. Okay. You should not be suffering and struggling because somebody has abused your trust or abused their position. Okay. This is not something where you should suffer and struggle with. But what they're saying is this cause of anxiety. Please notice your dreams in the next coming days as well, because there could be something in their dreams. This could be something to do with childhood. Okay. And this is where you finally let it go, because you may have been living under this illusion that you are just kind of making things up or making things hard or making things worse, when really this is what is stopping you going forward. Okay, so something needs to be addressed here, and it's something that you've been carrying that you might not even be fully aware of at this moment. It's a little niggle. It's something you're putting to the back of your mind, but what they're saying is it's weighing heavy on you. Okay, like I say, this could be to do with family. It's coming from a place of trust, where there was trust. Okay, and what this is saying is please speak to somebody you can trust about this. I'm not saying go to the authorities or whatever. If you feel that you need to, then please do. Okay, but that your security is resting on this. Sorry about this. The reason you are not feeling secure and you are finding it hard to trust and have them scales in balance, and the reason you are currently going through challenges at this moment, is because you're shutting up. You're shutting yourself off because of things that have been done to you by other people. Okay. And this is where it's asking you to come into balance here. This is where